Howdy folks, Max Caveman here for part 2 of my Paldea Evolved build and battle kit openings. In the previous video I did open up all these kits to show off the decks that were available as the basis for a pre-release event. So let's have a look at what you could have gotten in the packs with them. Now, most of these packs aren't really going to have much to change up the decks, so to speak. A lot of people end up using just the decks, maybe getting another copy of a card that was in the pre-constructed deck. So let's just finish getting these out. This is the kit that I'm most interested in what it gets. So that one is last. But let's start with the first Tinkerton deck. This was an interesting one because this was the Tinkerton Baxcalibur deck. So let's make sure you'll be able to see this properly. So let's crack this open. So mainly what I would have been looking for in this kit is more Psychic and Water type Pokemon. We do get a Psychic Energy. Now there are energy bricks available at pre-release events, so you don't really need to worry about having the necessary energies. I've got a Fuecoco, Bramblin, Cufant, Krogunk, Practice Studio, Florigato, Quaxwell, Skiploom, Mismagius, and a Tinkerton. That's actually pretty good, allowing you to get a three copies of it out, in the deck. So definitely something that I would have put in if that was my kit in the event. Got a Fighting Energy, Sototl. Yeah, that's actually quite a good card. We've got a Shroodle, Phalanx, Jigglypuff, Primeape, Mismagius, Bramblegast. I've got a Cufant, a Florigato, and a Sableye. So some interesting potential here. If I manage to pull a... Wait, was it? Oh, I would need a Sprigatito and the Meowscarada here. Okay, it's a bit more than I thought. Got a Fire Energy, Sototl, Shroodle, Phalanx, Jigglypuff, Delivery Drone, Farigiraf, Spidops, Super Rod. We've got a Slackoth and a Hydreigon. Now I hope that this has something good in it. Should hopefully get at least one semi-decent pull per kit, hopefully. We've got a Dark Energy, Tadbulb, got a Girafarig, Great Ball, Ralor, Toxicroak. That is a fantastic looking artwork to me. I've got a Crocodile, Pelipper, Seviper, Bravery Charm, and a Mimikyu. So not really too much that you could have used in this kit. Just some of the consistency stuff. Mainly just some of these trainer cards. Definitely the Mimikyu, considering it's a Psychic deck. If the Rabscar was available, I would say that would be a big thing to use. Or even getting a Mischievous, but I actually would have liked to use Sototl here for that deck. My personal opinion. So this second kit, lot of packs. This is for the second Tinkerton deck. This was the one with the low kicks in it, so a bit of a grass deck here a Grass Psychic deck. So we've got a Dark Energy, Voltorb, Dunsparce, Noibat, Sprigatito. We got a Corviknight, Dunsparce, Pupitar, Knucklestack. Oh, that is a beautiful pull. And did I get anything in the back? We got a Pawmot and this lovely Golden Quaquaval. Definitely one of the better pulls, getting the gold starters. Let's see if I could have actually used it. That is a big question with any of these kits. If you're using them at an event, can I use the cards I get? But that is fantastic nonetheless. Okay, we've got a Fighting Energy, Sprigatito, Magnemite, Knackley, Nimble, Spidops, Passimian. Got a Reversal Energy, a fantastic energy that allows you to have what works as 3 energies so long as you're losing the game. So that is going to be a very useful card. We've got a Sagoro, a Paldean Wooper, and a Hariyama. Okay, we've got a Grass Energy, Quaxley, Charcadet, Relor, Tadbulb, Faulkner, Surviper, Pyroar, Grusha, Shroodle, and a Wigglytuff. Okay, we've got a Psychic Energy, Shinx, Rookidee, Pikachu, Slakoth, a Therapeutic Energy. Nice. We've got a Choice Belt. I'm unsure about why this card is in this set in the first place. It's mainly against Vs, so the fact that it's getting released in a set that doesn't have Vs in, it's only EXs, this card confuses me. If it was an errata to say Rulebox, then I would understand. But at the moment, I don't understand why this card was included. I've got a Pomo, I've got a Tyranitar, a Wattrel, and a Hydreigon. So, fairly different packs, getting just more different supporters and stuff like that. But I think if this set had a rare candy in it, all the kits had rare candy, I would have preferred it, because if you went to an event and you got this specific kit, you would not be able to use the Quaquaval EX, simply because you could not evolve into it. So, definitely a interesting kit. Would have mainly stick with the most of the stuff from the kit itself, maybe putting in some like maybe this Sprigatito to get more cards, but maybe basically just try and find cards to make it more consistent. That's the main takeaway for that. So this is the Baxcalibur deck from last time, which is more or less the exact same deck as the first Tingaton deck, so with 1 card difference. So let's see what we get. Okay, we've got a basic Psychic Energy, Shroodle, Phalanx, Jigglypuff, Tadbulb, Delivery Drone, Farigiraf, Spidops, Rockruff. We've got a Gyarados reverse and a Wigglytuff. So in this pack, you could actually run Wigglytuff, which would be quite interesting, allowing you to get around special conditions. Okay, so we've got a Metal Energy, Makuhita, Pincurchin, Dino, Magikarp, Sudowoodo, Grusha, Primeape, Polmo, Hoppip, and a Weavile. Keep on getting excited, thinking I'll get something quite good. Oops, it's only one card. So we've got a Water Energy, Girafarig, Great Ball, Rellor, Quaxley, Passimian, a Reversal Energy, nice, a Therapeutic Energy, that's even better. We've got a Hydreigon, and we get a Tinkaton and another Gyarados. That's fantastic. I love these art cards. I do try and collect them all, and that's good seeing that as I got one of the numerous 3-stage evolution pictures. Okay, so final pack for this kit, and I'm not too sure what you would be able to do with this. We'll see. Got a Lightning Energy, Slowpoke, Litleo, Rockruff, Pawmi. We've got a Mismagius, Bramblegast, Toxicroak, and Iono. That's actually really interesting. This is the first copy I've pulled out of everything so far, so that's interesting. It is a uncommon, basically a new Marnie, so to speak. Each player shuffles their hand, put it on the bottom of the deck. If either player put cards on the bottom of the deck, in this way, each player draws a card for each remaining prize card. Now, that's actually interesting. So if you have 0 cards in hand, you shouldn't be able to actually do it because you put nothing back. I'll have to check the ruling on this. We do get a Girafarig as well, and a Pawmot. So, semi-decent, getting that Tinkaton. It will allow you to run an extra copy of the Tinkaton in the deck. Could be useful, but I do think, what was it? So you could run the Gyarados in this deck, funny enough. It would be a great way to do it because its attack is quite costly otherwise. So aside from that, it would just be, depends on how much of the wait, did I get the Pomo? I did. So you could run a small lightning deck build in this. Not sure how useful it would be, considering you want to be focusing on the water and the psychic primarily, but that's quite interesting. Now, this is the United Wings packs, the Murkrow promo. So let's see if we can get any additional United Wings attackers. Because with this deck, you primarily want to be getting, or this kit, you want to be getting more of the United Wings attackers to then overstack what you normally would be able to use. But we got a Grass Energy, Mankey, Delibird, Super Rod, Love Disc, Corviknight, Seviper, Paldean Tauros, we got a Pelipper, Calamitous Wasteland, and a Rabscar. This would go fantastic with all the other the Rellors I've been pulling in the other kits. So it's a bit disappointing that I got it in this specific pack. So let's see. Okay, we got a Psychic Energy, Fletchling. Would have been good to have it here. The United Wings. Got a Voltorb, Clavel. Fantastic for actually getting the cards out of the deck for United Wings. I've got Dunsparce, Gothorita, Murkrow. Perfect. You get to discard a card you have to discard in order to deal damage. So you use this to discard a United Wings card, which is great. We've got a Pseudo Wudo, a Great Ball, a Gothita, and a Xian Pao. Okay. Now this is one of the chase cards from this set for like playabilities. I know a lot of people are wanting to run Xian Pao Baxcalibur, so being able to get the energies with the Xian Pao and then attach them with the Baxcalibur, so that is big. This was the and I could have run it. That is really interesting. Now this would have been a beast of a deck. We've got a Fighting Energy, Snova, Fletchling, Voltorb, Clavel, Luxio, Mabostive, Pupitar, Larvitar, Tendermouse, and a Slacking. So this is going to be the final pack for these openings. So I haven't gotten much, but in these pre-release kits, you don't really want much, so to speak. You're mainly focusing on basic EXs or EXs that are like branched evolutions from one of these decks. So we've got a Fire Energy, Noibat, Sprigatito, Quaxley, Charcadet, Garusha. We've got a Primeape, Mismagius, a Luxio, Tinkaton. That's actually pretty good. I believe that is the other Tinkaton, and a Veluza. So fairly interesting. Out of these 4 kits, which one do I think had the best potential to do the best? Well, it's actually got to be the Murkrow. The Xian Pao with the Baxcalibur, hands down, the Murkrow out of all these is coming out on top. Being able to use stuff like the Honchkrow definitely sets it above the rest. Like if I was to use that as a kit, I would probably add maybe another Paldean Taurus. Maybe not, because I didn't know how good it was. Veluza could have been good. 120 for potential 1 energy. Definitely putting the Super Rod in. Clavel, Great Ball. All in all, fairly decent. Bit disappointing that the first kit didn't actually have a pull, because then it would have been 1 pull per kit. But that's how it goes sometimes. These are still more or less loose packs that have been put into a kit in order to use them for play. But in the end, we ended up with 3 decent pulls. There's the Quaquaval EX, the Tinkertink, fantastic looking illustration card, and then the Xian Pao, one of the cards that everyone that is playing competitively is looking for at the moment, which this will probably be a big deck leading up to Worlds actually. So unless what the big hype that I'm hearing about this card blows over, that will be quite interesting seeing this taking center stage at Worlds. However, that's the end for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you get to see you again next time for the ETB opening for Paldea Evolved. So hopefully you join me then. But until then, have a good one, folks.